Folks, there are times when I just cannot help but feel proud to be born in the time frame that we're in. I get to witness things like the death of Harambe, the rise and fall of Netflix, the entirety of Deltron 3030, the legendary Spider-Man team-up, and on this list includes Primal, one of the most hardcore cartoons of all time. So today, let's review it. Primal is an adult animated action-adventure series created and directed by one of the four horsemen of animation, Genndy Tartakovsky. It premiered on Adult Swim, but almost immediately became available for streaming on HBO Max in late 2020, with a second season coming July 2022. This lovely piece of animation has won 3 awards for storyboard art, art direction, and character design. Because, you know, there's just so much of that. In this series, we get to follow the fucking brutal adventures of Spear the Caveman and Fang the Tyrannosaurus on their endeavor of picking a fight with every damn thing in existence. See, Spear's wife, son, and daughter were eaten by a pack of... Nope, not even gonna attempt that. There you go, that dinosaur. And not too long after, Fang's babies got by the very same pack, resulting in... Yeah. Took a while for it to stick, but after that, these two chose to run together. We watched these two fuck up simple things like giant snakes and woolly mammoths, you know, usual, to, evil, satanic, cryptic, murderous witches, and bloodthirsty murder cult thrill-kill demon apes. Shit's fucking crazy. Call me a simple-minded fool, but there's just something so addictive about old-school violence. No rhyme or reason to it, no good guys or bad guys, just unrelenting survival instincts. Spear and Fang get most of their character development out of the way in episode 1, simply because there's no need for improvement. They're just two creatures out to live and eat one day at a time like the rest of us. Although a little bit more willing to fight to the death for their meal than usual. It's like if National Geographic took off the child filter and then threw a batch of anime in there, just cause they can. Tartakovsky has always been insanely good at giving us little to work with and making us fall in love with it. Take Jack, for example. His entire character isn't much more than the fact that he's insanely talented and very kind. You know, saying that out loud, is Jack a Mary Sue? Another good example would be Octus from Symbiotic Titan. All the personality of a piece of cardboard and a simple design was all it took. The rest is history. Shake it, bake it, booty, quick it, roll it around. This skill of his is also prevalent in Spear. We don't know much about him past his tragedy, but you still want to root for him. There's no set enemy, no target goal in mind, no genuine reason for his journey, no real reason that we're here. But you still want to see him kick ass until the bitter end. And watching him and Fang get creative with all their ways to fight all these different gods and monsters is always a fun thing to watch. Like, for instance, him getting creative with these hands. Another highlight of this show is the world surrounding Spear and Fang. We really get a feel for how cold the real world can be. I find myself sympathizing with the old mammoth being left behind. Like, he didn't do anything wrong, it's just survival of the fittest. Then there's the old cryptic witch. While Spear and Fang had a face to blame for their loss, an outlet to take it out on, Saggy Bones lost her daughter from just an accident. No one to blame for it, just left with a hole in her heart, and being shunned by her peers because of it. Fuck these guys though. Each and every one of them can go to hell. Final verdict from the dead man himself. Primal is a constant rush of adrenaline with enough world building to make you feel something for creatures you know nothing about. If this was a grading system, this shit gets an A++ from the King of the Dead.